Welcome to quiz time. I'm your quiz master, Sean, and I've got 100 questions, general knowledge for you to test your brain, to see what you remember, and to otherwise just have a whole lot of fun. So let's get ready and begin with question number 1. What mammal can fly? The butterfly, the eagle, or the bat? Of those three, the bat is a mammal that can fly. What is the capital of Australia? Is it Sydney? Is it Melbourne? Or is the capital of Australia Canberra? The capital of Australia is Canberra. What programming language is used in mobile applications for iOS devices? Is it Java? Is it Swift? Or is it Kotlin? And that would be Swift. Who is the muse of dance and choral music in Greek mythology? Is it Terpsichore? Is it Calliope? Or is it Euterpe? In Greek mythology, it is Terpsichore. What scientific unit is used to measure electric resistance? Is it the watt? Is it the ohm? Or is it the volt? Measuring electric resistance is the ohm. What traditional Chinese opera combines singing, acting, and martial arts? Is it No? Is it the Peking Opera? Or is it Kabuki? And that would be Kabuki. Who is the 46th President of the United States? Is it Joe Biden? Is it Donald Trump? Or is it Barack Obama? Number 46 is Joe Biden. What country experienced a military coup leading to the ousting of President Ibrahim Boubacar Keita? Nigeria, Senegal, or Mali? And that would be Mali. In what sports does the term checkmate belong to? Is it table tennis? Is it chess? Or is it badminton? The term checkmate belongs to chess. What programming language is used for data analysis and machine learning? Is it Python? Is it R? Or is it Java? And that would be Python. What is the maximum number of players on a standard ice hockey team? The maximum number is 6. The maximum number of players on a standard ice hockey team. What is a system of government in which power is vested in the hands of a single leader who rules without constitutional checks? Is that a democracy? Is that an autocracy? Or is that a plutocracy? That is an autocracy. What is the process of restoring a degraded ecosystem to its original condition? Is that called restoration? Is it called mitigation? Or is it called conservation? And we call that restoration. What is the cause of coral reef bleaching? Is it pollution? Is it ocean acidification? Or is it rising sea temperatures? Coral reef bleaching. That is caused by ocean acidification. What is the pH of a neutral solution? Is it 14? Is it 10? or is it 7? The pH of a neutral solution is 7. What gas gives soft drinks their fizziness? Is that nitrogen? Is it carbon dioxide? Or is it helium? Soft drinks are fizzy because of carbon dioxide. Who was the queen of ancient Egypt, known for her relationship with Julius Caesar and Mark Antony? Nefertiti, Hatshepsut, or Cleopatra? And that would be Cleopatra. The Great Wall of China was built to defend invasions from what nomadic group? Was it the Mongols? Was it the Huns? Or was it the Vandals? It was built to keep out the Mongols. When did the Berlin airlift take place during the Cold War? Was it 1945? Was it 1961? Or was it 1948? And that took place in 1948. What is the capital of South Africa? Is it Johannesburg? Is it Pretoria? Or is it Cape Town? The capital of South Africa is Pretoria. The Dead Sea is bordered by which two countries? Egypt and Sudan, Lebanon and Syria, or Jordan and Israel? The Dead Sea is bordered by Jordan and Israel. Augmented reality involves combining digital information with what? Physical reality, holographic reality, or quantum reality? Augmented reality involves combining physical reality with digital information. What allows wireless transfer of data between devices over short distances using electromagnetic fields? Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, or is that NFC? And that is Bluetooth. What is the traditional Chinese theater form that combines music, speech, and martial arts? Kabuki, Peking opera, or Kaijin? And that would be Peking opera. Who painted The Birth of Venus and Primavera? Raphael, Sandro Botticelli, or Michelangelo? And that was painted by Sandro Botticelli. What is the capital city of France? The capital city of France is Paris. What country is known as the Pearl of the Indian Ocean? Is it Sri Lanka? Is it the Maldives? Or is it Thailand? The Pearl of the Indian Ocean. That would be Sri Lanka. The Sahara Desert is located in what continent? Will you find that in Asia? Will you see it in Africa? Or is it a part of South America? The Sahara is in Africa. True or false? Virtual reality gaming is the main application of facial recognition technology. Is that true or is that false? And that is false. Smartphone unlocking is the main application of facial recognition technology. Who is the Queen of Soul, known for hits like Respect and Natural Woman? Is that Whitney Houston? Is that Diana Ross? Or is that Aretha Franklin? And that would be Aretha Franklin. The traditional dance style, tango, originated in what city? Does it come from Rio de Janeiro? Does it come from Santiago? Or is that the product of Buenos Aires? And it comes from Buenos Aires. What global initiative aims to ensure equitable access to COVID-19 vaccines and treatments for all countries? Is that the WHO? Is it COVAX? Or is it UNICEF? And that would be COVAX. The European Union launched a digital COVID-19 certificate to facilitate travel within member states known as the Travel Card, the Europass, or the Green Pass. And it was called the Green Pass. What country has won the most FIFA World Cup titles in men's soccer? Would that be Brazil? Would it be Germany? Or is that Italy? The most FIFA World Cup titles in men's soccer is Brazil. In 2020, who won the gold medal in the women's all-around gymnastics competition at the Tokyo Olympics? Was that Simone Biles? Was that Sunisa Lee? Or was that Jade Carey? And that was Sunisa Lee. What is the political system in which power is divided between a central government and regional entities? Is that a unitary system? Is that a federal system? Or is that a confederal system? And that would be a federal system. What is the balance of power in political terms? The equitable distribution of wealth among citizens, the equal representative of political parties in government, or the distribution of military and economic power to prevent dominance by one nation? And it's number 3. What is a system of government in which power is concentrated in the hands of a small group, often based on social status? Is that an oligarchy? Is that a theocracy? Or is that authoritarianism? And that would be an oligarchy. What organization aims to promote global peace and cooperation with a focus on conflict resolution and humanitarian efforts? Is that the United Nations, the European Union, or the World Trade Organization? And that would be the UN, United Nations. Who is known for the concept of dialectical materialism? Is that Karl Marx? Is it Vladimir Lenin? Or is it Friedrich Engels? Dialectic materialism, straight from the mind of Karl Marx. What gas is a significant contributor to greenhouse effect? Carbon monoxide, methane, or is it hydrogen? And that would be methane. What tissue is associated with overexploitation of natural resources? Habitat destruction, air pollution, or noise pollution? And that would be habitat destruction. What is the process of converting agricultural land into desert-like conditions? Desertification, eutrophication, or acidification? And we call that desertification. What renewable energy source relies on the movement of tides or waves to generate electricity? Is it solar power? Is it tidal energy? Or is it geothermal energy? And that would be tidal energy. What is the process of removing salt from seawater for drinking and irrigation? Desalination, filtration, or distillation? And that process is called desalination. What is the environmental concern linked to nuclear power plants? Is it air pollution? Is it soil erosion? Or is it radioactive waste? And that would be radioactive waste. In golf, what is a term for completing a hole in 3 strokes under par? Is that an albatross? Is that a birdie? Or is that a bogey? We call that an albatross. What climate pact was negotiated in 2009 preceding the Paris Agreement? Was that the Kyoto Protocol, the Copenhagen Accord, or the Montreal Protocol? And that would be the Copenhagen Accord. What country faced a controversy over the treatment of Uyghur Muslims? Was that India? Is it Pakistan? Or is that something concerned about in China? And that is an issue we find in China. Who is known for the idea of the invisible hand in economics? Is that an idea by John Locke, Adam Smith, or Karl Marx? And that's a concept by Adam Smith. What is the process in which pollutants become more concentrated as they move up the food chain? Is that biomagnification, bioaccumulation, or biodiversity? And that is biomagnification. What is the primary cause of soil contamination in industrial areas? Pesticides, radioactive waste, or heavy metals? And that would be heavy metals. What country faced significant protests following the disputed presidential election results, leading to the exile of the opposition leader? Belarus, Ukraine, or Kazakhstan? And that would be Belarus. What is the purpose of a fitness tracker? Playing music? Monitoring health and fitness metrics? Or is its primary purpose navigation? A fitness tracker monitors health and fitness metrics. The term cloud computing refers to the delivery of computing services over what network? A local area network or LAN, a wide area network or WAN, or the internet? And that would be the internet. What is the traditional Japanese puppet theater form? The No, the Kabuki, or the Bunraku? And that would be the Bunroku. Who is recognized for his unique drip painting technique, as seen in the works like Number AI, 1948, Jackson Pollock, Andy Warhol, or Ray Lichtenstein? And that would be Jackson Pollock. What city hosted the G20 summit, bringing leaders together from the world's major economies in 2021? Rome, Buenos Aires, or Riyadh? And that would be Riyadh. What global organization leads efforts to distribute COVID-19 vaccines to low-income countries and address global health inequalities? Is that UNICEF? Is it WHO? Or is it the Red Cross? And it is WHO, World Health Organization. Who is recognized for incorporating images from popular culture into his works? Is it Jackson Pollock? Is it Andy Warhol? Or is it Roy Lichtenstein? And that would be Andy Warhol. What marathon is one of the 6 world marathon majors? The Tokyo Marathon, the Boston Marathon, or is it the London Marathon? And that would be the Boston Marathon. What political system is when a single party holds power and opposition parties are prohibited or limited in their influence? Is that totalitarianism? Is that oligarchy? Or is that anarchy? And that would be totalitarianism. What is caused by the accumulation of plastic debris in the ocean, harming marine life? Ozone depletion, acidification, or plastic pollution? And that would be plastic pollution. What gas is connected with acid rain? Carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, or methane? Acid rain is connected to sulfur dioxide. What event marked the beginning of the American Revolutionary War? The Battle of Saratoga, the Battle of Yorktown, or the battles of Lexington and Concord? It all started with the battles of Lexington and Concord. What city-state is known for its emphasis on militarism and the agog education system? Athens, Sparta, or Corinth? And that would be Sparta. What comet is visible from Earth every 76 years? Halley's Comet, Comet Halley-Bopp, or Comet Neowise? And that would be Halley's Comet. What ancient civilization was the Code of Hammurabi established? Ancient Egypt, Mesopotamia, or ancient Greece? And that would be Mesopotamia. What cultural dance is originated from Brazil? The hula, the flamenco, or is it the samba? The cultural dance originating from Brazil is the samba. The traditional Indian dance, Bharatanatyam, originated in which state? Kerala, Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu? Maharashtra. That would be Tamil Nadu. Who is the director of Schindler's List, a powerful portrayal of the Holocaust during the World War II? Steven Spielberg, Martin Scorsese, or Francis Ford Coppola? And that would be Steven Spielberg. The traditional music genre, reggae, originated in what country? Jamaica, Cuba, or Trinidad and Tobago? Reggae. That started in Jamaica. Who wrote the novel Wuthering Heights, a classic of Gothic fiction? Charlotte Bronte, Jane Austen, or Emily Bronte? Wuthering Heights was written by Emily Bronte. In what sport would you perform a slam dunk? Would you do that in soccer? Is that something you would perform in basketball? Or is that a thing volleyball players do? Slam dunk. That would be basketball. Who holds the record for the most goals scored in a single football soccer season in Europe? Lionel Messi, Robert Lewandowski, or Thierry Henry? And that record belongs to Robert Lewandowski. What is the primary role of the United Nations Security Council? Economic development, humanitarian aid, or maintenance of international peace and security? Maintenance of international peace and security. What is the loss of fertile land, often due to human activities such as agriculture and urbanization? Is that land degradation? Is that desertification? Or is that salinization? And that would be land degradation. Who is called the Flying Finn in track and field? Is that Sebastian Coe? Is it Pavo Nurmi? Or is it Hikam El Guerrero? It's Pavo Nurmi. Who won the 2021 Nobel Prize in Chemistry for the development of lithium-ion batteries? And that would be number 2. What company is known for its gaming consoles, such as the PlayStation series? Microsoft, Nintendo, or Sony? And that company would be Sony. True or false? The purpose of a QR code is encoding data for quick scanning. Is that true or is that false? And that would be true. What is the primary cause of the hole in the ozone layer? Is it carbon dioxide emissions? Is it deforestation? Or is it CFC emissions? And that would be CFC emissions. In metallurgy, what element is commonly used as a core component in the production of steel? Is it Fe, Ir, or In? And that would be Fe, iron. Who initiated the Cultural Revolution in China? Deng Xiaoping, Mao Zedong, or Chiang Kai-shek? The Cultural Revolution in China. That was initiated by Mao Zedong. What happened in American history after Abraham Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation in 1863? The abolition of slavery, women's suffrage, or did that begin prohibition? And that would be the abolition of slavery. Who was the author of the Declaration of Independence in the United States? Thomas Jefferson, George Washington, or John Adams? The author of the Declaration of Independence was Thomas Jefferson. Who composed the ballet Swan Lake? Ludwig van Beethoven, Peter Ilyich Tchaikovsky, or Johann Sebastian Bach? Swan Lake. That was by Peter Ilyich Tchaikovsky. What is the contamination of water bodies by industrial and municipal waste called? Air pollution, water scarcity, or water pollution? That would be water pollution. The Treaty of Nanking, 1842, marked the end of hostilities in which war? The First Opium War, the Crimean War, or the Russo-Japanese War? And that would be the First Opium War. Where is the Amazon rainforest located? Colombia, Brazil, or Peru? The Amazon rainforest is located in Brazil. The city of Cape Town is located in what African country? South Africa, Namibia, or Botswana? Cape Town is located in South Africa. Who is known for the social contract, where individuals agree to give up certain freedoms in exchange for protection and order? John Locke, Jean-Jacques Rousseau, or Thomas Hobbes? And that would be Jean-Jacques Rousseau. What is the loss of wetlands and the draining of natural water systems? Is that acid rain? Is that habitat destruction? Or is that desertification? And that would be habitat destruction. The term 5G refers to the fifth generation of what technology? Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, or mobile networks? And that technology would be mobile networks. Where would you find a steeplechase event? Do you find that in horse racing, in athletics, or swimming? The steeplechase is an event in horse racing. What energy source utilizes heat from the Earth's interior to generate power? Geothermal energy, wind power, or biomass energy? That would be geothermal energy. What term is used to describe the process of restoring a degraded ecosystem to its original state? Is that reforestation, ecological restoration, or afforestation? That would be ecological restoration. What is the phenomenon where light is both a particle and a wave? Duality, entropy, or paradox? That would be duality. What holiday is celebrated on October 31st and involves activities such as dressing up in costumes, trick-or-treating, and carving pumpkins? And that would be Halloween. And question number 100. Who is the father of geometry? Euclid, Archimedes, or Pythagoras? The father of geometry. That would be Euclid. And that's all of our questions for you. Thanks for playing. Drop your score in the comments, please, and don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon, and give us a like. Thanks again. We'll catch you in the next one.